Live in Western Oregon, this is NBC 16 News at 5:30.
New numbers show more than 28,000 Oregonians filed for unemployment, making that more than 362,000 claims in the last 6 weeks. Good evening and thanks for joining us for NBC 16 at 5:30. I'm Alan Matthews. Just this week, the Oregon Employment Department rolled out a new program to help independent contractors who haven't been able to file for benefits until now. NBC 16's Stephanie Rothman tells us about the update to the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program.
1 week after talking with local tattoo artist Tony McAllister, he now has a place where he can finally apply for unemployment benefits. We check back in with him to find out what's next.
I was very hopeful to see that was finally available, and I just got on and did it right away.
McAllister's previous frustrations now turning into a sigh of relief.
6 weeks having nothing, there's a lot of people who I'm sure their savings are running pretty close to empty if they haven't already been empty.
For any independent contractors or gig workers, you can now apply for relief specific to your type of work. To apply, you have to go to the state's Pandemic Unemployment Assistance page. There you will fill out 6 pages worth of information. You can either send in your application via email or by fax.
I knew when I'd done the fax, okay, that went through, they received it, and I needed that confirmation after all this time that they are actually getting my documentation.
Each person who applies will get $600 a week through the end of July.
Is it enough for you to live on what you're going to be getting in unemployment benefits?
It'll be enough for us to live on. It's not what I was making, but it'll be enough to live on.
Each of McAllister's fellow tattoo artists at Anchored Inc. filed too. But getting the checks, well, that could take up to a month. Another waiting game.
That's just how crazy that system is right now. It's a mess.
To find out where you can apply for benefits online as well, we have more information on our website. For now, reporting in my home, I'm Stephanie Rothman.
Representative Peter DeFazio is urging the FAA to require face masks for passengers and crews on all U.S. flights. DeFazio says on airlines where portion of the air is recycled during the flights, measures need to be taken to prevent the spread of coronavirus. DeFazio is also asking for airlines to not sell full flights so that social distancing can't be maintained. He believes it is within the FAA's jurisdiction to enforce these measures.
So they shouldn't be trying to maximize revenues right now. They should be trying to maximize public health and safety and their passenger safety and their crew safety.
DeFazio says the additional safety measures will cost the airlines money. However, he says legislation was passed to cover airlines' payroll until October. Well, now we've received a lot of viewer questions related to the coronavirus. NBC 16's Kelsey Christensen sat down with the Senior Public Health Officer for Lane County Public Health to ask him your questions.
Grocery stores, do you think that other grocery stores should start requiring people to wear masks?
The effective CDC guidance is in those areas where guaranteeing social distancing is difficult, then you should consider wearing a mask. So not all grocery stores is that as hard as it is in some others. Smaller grocery stores with a large number of checkout lines right next to each other might be pretty cramped and more difficult to do social distancing. So I don't want to say a blanket yes. I would say you need to be thoughtful based upon sort of the layout of the facility.
When we look at the next flu season coming up, we've heard that coronavirus could mix in with that. How bad do you think that can actually be?
So I am concerned about the fall. This coronavirus, the family that it's in, the beta subgroup, COVID-19 is in the beta coronavirus family. The 2 other beta coronaviruses that are in that family usually show a peak in the October, November, December timeframe. And we have a feeling that that's probably something that this coronavirus might do as well. And so that, of course, is the start of flu season. So I have a bit of a concern we're going to have a second wave, and it's probably going to be in the late fall, maybe the early winter. And we should be prepared for that.
So when you say prepare for it, could that mean furthering a stay-at-home order or not?
It could. So we have criteria that we're putting together now for reimposition of restrictions as we start to relax those restrictions that we're hoping to do in May. But we need criteria to say that if things get bad again, we're going to have to respond quickly.
And that was Kelsey Christensen reporting. Let's now turn to the coronavirus numbers across the state of Oregon, as we are currently looking at more than 2,500 cases and 103 deaths. Despite those numbers, only 578 of those cases are people hospitalized, and less than 200 of those people hospitalized are in ICU or on ventilators. Cases in our region, they're looking fairly low. Benton County did add another case. They're now at 30. Linn County added 4 cases. That makes their total up to 86. Here in Lane County, we remain at 50 cases for the 7th day now. Deschutes County added a case that brings their total to 76. Douglas County stands firm with 23 cases for 14 days in a row. 17 people have recovered there. Meanwhile, cases in Coos County jumped to 21 as coronavirus continues to spread at the Shutter Creek Correctional Institution. The 19 inmates and 2 staff members have tested positive. UO has extended their decision deadline to ease some of the concerns of students and parents. NBC 16's Angelina Dixon joins us live in the studio right now to discuss those details. Angelina?
Yeah, Alan, UO officials do not want their potential new ducks to feel rushed right now or to have added stress with making the college of their choice. Officials want to address the questions and concerns now before the start of the fall semester.
If you're going to be a freshman in college this fall and you're thinking about attending the UO, but you're still considering other options, there's good news. The deadline is now September 1st.
There's so much going on with the coronavirus and families. Well, all of us have had our world just turned upside down in the last couple months. And there's lots of stress about our professional lives and working remote, sheltering at home, and trying to figure out our personal lives.
The extension applies to all high school seniors who have been admitted to the university, and that includes those who have already committed to enrolling for this fall. Over the past few weeks, the university has developed portals for high school seniors to learn more about campus and the university through a virtual campus tour, through a UO 360 app, and through other virtual visits. Currently, it's designed to be the alternative to visiting campus physically. Meanwhile, Thompson says you can expect more normalcy with plans for students to head back physically to campus for the fall semester. And that includes continuing to take precautions to safeguard everyone from the coronavirus.
Our president, Mike Schill, has been really clear that our intention is to be back in person in the fall. And it's a long ways off, right? I mean, we're in April and we start school at the end of September.
And if you're planning to head to the UO this fall, Thompson says if you have more questions about the deadline, don't hesitate contacting the admissions department.
And Thompson says for those who enroll early will remain on track for choosing housing options, registration for fall classes, and orientation programs. Alan?
All right, thanks a lot, Angelina. Well, a Lebanon couple was charged with manslaughter for an infant's death in March. Lebanon police say detectives found the 1.5-month-old girl died from malnutrition and a lack of care. Police arrested 23-year-old parents Chantal Anne-Marie Swerks and Christian Ray Lee of Lebanon. Both are charged with first-degree manslaughter. That's a 10-year mandatory minimum prison sentence in Oregon under the Measure 11 sentencing law. This is still an ongoing investigation. Anyone with information is asked to contact Lebanon police. On the South Coast, posters circulating on social media about people selling soap in the Empire District of Coos Bay, and that is causing concern for 2 reasons. Some say they're worried this might be a scam. The deputy chief of the Coos Bay Police Department says they've been getting calls for verification on these sellers, but no one can provide them with a business name to verify if they are legitimate. As of right now, he says none of those calling in have indicated that they are worried someone is casing their house.
Whether or not this is a legitimate company, I think that they need to do their due diligence prior to allowing them in the house, prior to making any purchases, any transactions. I would be verifying that.
A business can be verified by contacting the city's Public Works Department. Now, because we're under stay-at-home orders, some have questioned if this unverified business is allowed to be going door to door. Chapinar says that they would need to know more about the business to answer yes or no.
Based off of that, we'd have to determine whether or not it's an essential business or not. And so, I mean, just based off of the information we have, we do not believe that there's any violation of the executive order.
Whatever the situation, Coos Bay police want everyone in the community to be cautious and report anything suspicious with as many details as possible. A new state-of-the-art technology has come to a Springfield hospital to boost security for newborn babies and their families. It's a program that captures the footprints of infants digitally. NBC 16's Tom Adams is here with more on how this system works. Tom?
Well, hi, Alan. Willamette Medical Center is the first hospital in Oregon to offer an infant safety system. We got a look at how it works today and also spoke to a new parent about why they decided to use the high-tech system on their infant.
We have a new one.
Well, the stork is alive and well and making deliveries at Willamette. And the staffers in the maternity department, well, they're celebrating another new arrival. This one has buttons, computer screens, and a camera. The medical center is the first in Oregon to launch this new infant safety system.
With the ability to link the mom and the baby back together in the event of a separation is something that we've never been able to do before.
The equipment is designed by a Connecticut firm, CertaScan Technologies. Kim Schnauzer is still getting the hang of this technology.
You take a footprint of the baby after you've taken a small picture of the baby, and then you put in the maternal fingerprints.
All that information gets stored in the newborn's electronic medical record.
It goes through the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children, and then that way they can be in a database and matched if needed.
While this 8-pound, 1-ounce bundle of joy is not thrilled with the process, Mom is happy to take part.
Yes, I think that it could play a substantial role in finding children and getting them back with their parents should anything catastrophic ever happen.
The last infant abduction in America happened 4 years ago at a hospital in Louisiana, so it is rare. But Willamette officials hope this high-tech addition can be some added insurance.
It's pretty exciting. We are just thrilled to have this innovative service for to be able to provide for our families.
And the technology is endorsed by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. It's also included as a recommendation for hospitals in its most recent infant security guidelines. Alan?
All right, thanks a lot, Tom. Of course, if you have any story tips, we definitely want to hear from you. Make sure to contact our reporters. You can find some of our reporters' social media accounts and emails. You're seeing on the screen right now.
The images of voting in the rest of the country.
On the South Coast, the Coquel Indian tribe is debuting a project focused on health care. NBC 16's Lauren Negretti shares that story.
Behind me is the construction site for the 22,000 square foot Coquel Wellness Center. It's on the Kilkitch Reservation near Charleston. The tribe says it'll be open to the public as another option for people having difficulty finding healthcare providers. Chief Donald Ivey says it's an effort to increase capacity.
Also to be able to add services that because of the size of our smaller clinic we couldn't do.
According to the tribe, the $12 million wellness center will care for the whole person, including primary care, dental care, behavioral health, and a pharmacy, with the goal of adding massage, acupuncture, and chiropractic therapies in the future. Ivey says it'll be a modern, state-of-the-art facility while incorporating their tribal roots.
It's not all just about round doors and cedar planking. It's about who we are and who we expect to be in the future.
They're accepting Medicare, Oregon Health Plan, and private insurance. Ivey says it's been in the works for years. He says one of their challenges, one in all of rural Oregon, will be the recruitment and retention of professional services like medical.
We believe that if it's brand new, if it's state-of-the-art, built by the very best people that we could possibly find to help us get it built, that we'll be able to attract some people that want to come and serve not only Indian people, but rural Oregon.
They expect the project to be completed next summer. Reporting in Coos County, I'm Lauren Negretti.
And now weather with Heather Melendez.
Well, our Friday Eve is definitely a dry one, a beautiful one, seeing plenty of sunshine, meaning a lot of foot traffic and traffic in itself for today. But tomorrow will be another chance to see another sunshining day. We'll have some partly cloudy conditions for the first half, but by the second half of the day, we'll start to see some moisture moving in as a cold front brings in some showers. And then by Saturday and Sunday into our weekend, we can expect some more cooler, wetter conditions as we'll see plenty of rain in our area. Now, right now, we're just seeing the brunt of
of that cold front from yesterday, cooling us down slightly, seeing temperatures in the 60s. But right now we're just seeing dry air. We'll see some sunshine, and that's going to start to change as we'll have that cold front moving. So for tomorrow, we'll have another partly cloudy day, seeing some seasonal temperatures for one last time. And then into that later half of the day, we'll have that cold front slowly making its way, bringing us a chance of showers into western Oregon. And after that, we'll have that second part, bringing in some weekend rain, definitely seeing more rain accumulation in our area. Now, looking at the short term, though, we're seeing just some cloudy conditions for the morning. We'll start to see some moisture moving in our area with those clouds. They'll start to increase some humidity, and we'll see those showers moving on in for the later half of the night. By early Saturday morning, 3:30, we'll start to see that moisture, that cold front moving on in, bringing us some rainfall. But it's not until the afternoon that we'll start to see more severe rain in that yellow and orange area. It's going to be hit or miss because we'll start to see a dry trend. So hopefully we'll get to see some more rainfall in our area. But once that makes its way, conditions will start to taper out by Sunday and even Monday, and we'll start to see a dry trend by the midweek. Now, looking at those rain accumulation, we are expecting and forecasting to at least see half an inch along the I-5 corridor, even a chance to see 0.8, but even those out on the coast as well. So it's going to be a wet and soggy Saturday. But for right now, we'll enjoy the dry conditions while we can. We'll see temperatures in the upper 60s for our Friday, seeing a slight chance of showers for the later half, but really that next weather maker won't arrive until our Saturday. Those out in the south coast are seeing beautiful conditions for the first half of their day, but by the later half, we'll see some showers moving on in. Temperatures will be in the mid 60s, slightly cooling down when that cold front arrives on the weekend, but then we'll start to see some drier conditions for the later half of the week. And those out in the Umpqua Valley are starting off strong, seeing temperatures in the upper 70s. We'll see some slight showers moving on in the later half as that cold front will bring in some showers for Saturday and Sunday. But Alan, by Monday, we'll start to see a dry trend, and we're really going to see 70-degree weather once again.
Well, you know, looking at the weekend, it looks like it might be a good weekend to maybe do a little baking if you're fortunate enough to find baking supplies, because I understand they're a little hard to find right now.
Yes, I've been having trouble finding some chocolate chips, and I promised to make you some cookies, so I'll be on the lookout for that.
Well, see, that's the problem is I think I have some ingredients to put some sort of cookie together, but I don't know what type it would be finished. So, yeah. All right, thanks a lot, Heather. Absolutely. Well, coming up on your only local news at 5:30, a team of chefs are using their skills to help those in need of a meal, what the culinary team at Lane Community College is putting together.
Parents have quickened.
Local organizations have teamed up to make sure no one goes to bed hungry. NBC 16's Cassandra Gutierrez shows us how a team of chefs are meeting the needs of a new group of clients.
With the kitchen staff at Lane Community College having no one to feed and the Eugene Mission receiving a surplus of donated goods, they have binded together to build capacity and help feed hundreds of local community members. LCC's culinary team is staying busy and helping the mission fill a shortage.
With shortages of their staff, we're stepping in and trying to help them process this food. So we're gathering it, taking it here, turning it into something like today we did 33 lasagnas.
They have also created their own protein bars, which will be handed out to the unhoused community. And it doesn't stop there.
They're cooking 100 turkeys, and we're going to pull the meat and bag that and flash freeze that and have that ready for food boxes. And things that really don't require a lot of preparation on a family's part, particularly when they're stressed and maybe they're schooling their kids at home or they have limited access to cooking equipment.
Beth mentions she is thankful for the partnership. LCC says they are happy to help.
We like to help the community. I mean, we're the community's college here, and when we see that there's needs out there and we're just at home, we feel totally wasted. So it feels so good for us.
LCC and the Eugene Mission say they plan to keep the partnership for as long as the quarantine continues. Now, if you would like to donate, the Eugene Mission is always accepting donations. You can stop by their Eugene location. Reporting in Eugene, I'm Cassandra Gutierrez.
As always, you can check out our website, NBC16.com, for all the latest stories surrounding the coronavirus. Thank you so much for joining us for NBC 16 at 5:30. NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt coming up next. We'll see you back here at 6:30.